Good morning, rock stars. Welcome to Sunday Morning Live Meditation and Empowerment with me and my smoochie. Who is she? Say morning. Oh, look at the face. Look at the face. Look at the face. You're so cute. Good morning, superstars. I hope you're having a wonderful Sunday morning. I did say I wasn't going to come up this Sunday because I am running a training, our second of Beyond Limits training called Self Mastery this weekend. But I have a lot of energy. I've got energy and I got some juice to share with you. So I hope you're going great. Good morning to you, Liv. It's awesome to see your beautiful face. To Nuch, I see you. To Daniel Bernardo, I see you. I've got your text message. I just haven't written back. Good morning to Living La Vida Yoga. Ooh, I like that. Good morning to beautiful Nix Pasco. To Sam. To everyone who's joining in live. Thank you for joining in live. It's awesome to have you here. So every Sunday, I'm up here at 9 a.m. Australia, Sydney, Eastern Standard Time, delivering you a message that comes from my heart to yours, a topic, a theme that we speak about, and then we land and take into meditation. We reflect upon it in meditation. So thanks for joining me live again. So what I wanted to bring to you today is certainly teaching self-mastery this weekend to, I don't want to call them my students because they already know this shit, right? They're my legends. They already know the shit that I'm teaching them. So yeah, you know, people call me a teacher, but I'm really here as an activator. I'm here as an activator and a reminder to remind you what you already know. You already know the shit that I'm telling you. Right? And there are people in the world who have a way of delivering a message where you're like, fuck, that got me, that hit me, and that feels good. And so I'm one of those people. So what I want to bring to you today, and as I said, what we've been talking about in self-mastery this weekend is you know that there are self-serving rituals and practices that you can be doing. Self-serving rituals and practices that you can be doing to serve your greatest self, to serve your fucking family, to serve the life of your soul, right? To serve your finances, to serve your mental well-being, you know. And maybe you're doing some of them now already, so that's like amen to you. But you also know the self-destructive or self-deprecating. That's a word. I think that's a word. Better off when I don't try and sound fucking fancy. I think it's a word. Self-destructive is more on my radar. You know self-destructive rituals that you are doing, right? And a self-destructive ritual can be really obvious, but there can be subtle ones. A self-destructive ritual, and ritual meaning you practice it. You're in the practice of it. And maybe you're even a master at the self-destructive things, rituals that you're doing. And they can be bitching about your mates, bitching about someone at work, bitching about your partner, bitching about life. That's a ritual. That's a practice. And whatever you practice becomes a ritual and you become a master at it. And so you become a master at bitching, gossiping, complaining, whinging, moaning, whatever. You may have a self-destructive ritual of always, losing your bananas at your kids. That's a practice. And that practice has become a ritual and you've become a master of it. But the interesting thing is, what is mastering you is your ego. Anything self-destructive, your ego is mastering you. It's the master of you. It's a better way to say it. And so therefore, you're practicing whatever your master is saying. Oh, yes, that deserves the children to be like fucking caned for when they deserve nothing. Or boom, that deserves a bitch and a moan about X, Y, Z. or boom, let's rock and roll with this self-destructive ritual that fucks up our cash flow, or that fucks up our relationships, or that fucks up our business, or that fucks up your life. And you know, there are going to be major self-destructive things that you're practicing, they're in the practice of, and that you're a master of. And there'll be subtle ones. And the ones that I like to hit on are the subtle motherfuckers. The subtle rituals that you're like, it's like an itch that you can't quite get to the itch. But we want to get to those itches because they're the ones that are like the silent killers. Silently, slowly, like dragging us down. Dragging down your view of the world, your view of yourself, your view of others, dragging down your finances, dragging down your self-confidence, dragging down whatever. Now, it's easy to say, so like stop doing the ritual that is self-destructive and then start doing the good one. Of course, that's easy to say. But you're working against a dark motherfucker inside of you. And my legends at Self-Mastery learned about all of that yesterday. Poor fuckers, that was a heavy day. That was a big day. You're working against and your ego. Your ego that's anchoring you back down to going, no. I'm so used to, doing the self-destructive stuff. It doesn't even see it as self-destructive. It just sees it as normal. This is just how we are. This is just how it is. This is just what you should just succumb to. Stop trying, man. Stop trying to be different. It's hard being different. It's hard doing things at service. Over my years, I'm always having to, I don't want to say perfect, but I'm evolving the rituals that I need in my life. And I mentioned this up on the stories yesterday, which is why I'm bringing it to you today, because so many of you were like, holy shit, that was a really great story that you shared up on my Instagram stories. The rituals that I do, as I've said it many times before, I'm not fucking excited about. But I wake up in the morning and I'm not super pumped to live my life. But a self-serving ritual for me is to get up and move my body immediately. And I mean that by like within half an hour. I'm at F45, I'm at yoga, or I'm walking the dog. Because it serves me. Do I enjoy doing it? No. Halfway through the class, I'm like, that's why. And that's still to this day. After years of practicing the ritual, it's like, yes, this does serve me. Whoops. Then I come home and I make my choices. I tune into my dreams that are directing me to my North Star. Am I juiced and pumped about doing it? No, but it's self-serving because I know it's feeding my subconscious. It's fueling my subconscious to go, all right, bitch, even though we don't want to do this, we're going for the North Star. And then it's like life has come into my veins. Life has come into my arteries and electricity starts to run through me. And I'm like, this is life. This is life. This is what life is. Because if I don't do that, I will continue doing self-destructive things throughout the day. And that looks like being a fucking asshole to my stepdaughters, a fucking bitch, picking at everything on Steve. Having a crack at him, projecting, judging, because it feels good, because I'm self-destructing. Because I'm self-destructing, I want to self-destruct someone else. That even makes sense. If I don't do those self-serving rituals, I'm not going towards my North Star. I'm looking at what's wrong with my life. I'm looking at what I don't have. I'm looking at why life is shit. I'm looking at why I should give up on my business. Right? They are self-serving. And these practices, what I talked about last week and last week's Sunday Morning Meds, is you're in the game of long-term gratification. Your ego in the moment of doing these self-serving rituals will be like, I want to be doing something else. But you you disciplined motherfucker, are going to shift to, I know this is good for me. This is good for my long-term self. These self-serving rituals. Because let me just say, you are disciplined also in the destructive rituals. You're disciplined in it because you fucking do them all the time. You bitch, you moan, you self-sabotage, you get money, you fuck it off. You're disciplined in that. So this is about shifting the other way. Is it going to be an instant shift? Maybe not. Is it going to be gradual? Maybe. Up to you. Up to you how long you want that shift to be. You can take a monster leap of faith. You can take small little steps which end up being a leap anyway. But what we're going to go into now in this morning's meditation is to check in on the subtle, the sneaky, destructive rituals that you don't even know are destructive, but they are. And we're going to take a look at what's really wanting to be introduced into your world. What's really wanting to be introduced to your world. To me, another self-serving ritual is to be structured, is to be organized. That's a ritual. That's self-serving ritual. Running a company, I fucking need it. If I don't do it, I'm self-destructing because I'm all over the place. Rituals don't always have to look like fluff or meditation. Rituals can be sitting my ass down and I'm doing the fucking work because I've got a structure. So we're going to take this into meditation now and suss out where this is at for you. Ready, spaghettis, let us close down the eyes. If you can close down your eyes, please close down your eyes. It's always nice if this is your time where you usually run off and go, yeah, Cole, I don't need to meditate. Come on, man, let's bring it in. Let's bring it in. Excuse me while I change my music. All right, let's close down the eyes. Close down the eyes. Nice deep breaths in and out. And start to really be in your moment, this moment, and listening to the sounds that you can hear. Notice any smells you might be able to smell. Any tastes? And noticing the temperature of the space that you're in. And this helps you be here, where you are. And the sounds, the smells, the tastes, the feeling in takes you into your senses and outside of all those thoughts. And there's a higher wisdom inside of you, higher wisdom inside of you that wants to share with you now a subtle, self-destructive ritual you're in the practice of. You're even a master of. You may not be aware of it, but your higher wisdom wants to reveal it to you now. seems so small. But deep down, it's detrimental to your soul and to what you want. And notice how that one little self-destructive behavior or ritual impacts your life, or what does it impact in your life? And let your higher wisdom share with you now what it would love to see you be in the practice of, what ritual it would love for you to embody. And just listen. And whatever that answer is, just see and feel in to what your life would be like if you did implement it. If you made the shift towards embodying that, how would your life be different? And now you're simply left with choice. The power that's always there. Choice. The choice to shift to what will serve you in aspects of your life. Or the choice to self-destruct. Your time to choose begins now. Every day. Every moment of every day, when you see yourself choosing self-destruction, shift. Momentarily shift. Momentarily shift. Take some nice clearing breaths to yourself. Nice clearing breaths to yourself. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. A very important point is that you can shift momentarily. A lot of us go, I'll wait till next Monday. I'll wait till it's Sunday. I'll wait till whatever. The most disciplined person, the most successful person that you see shifts momentarily, moment to moment. Do you think every day I'm like, in my positive fucking self-serving rituals? My gosh, no. Do I go into the self-destructive? Do I want to go into the self-destructive and procrastinate and be all tired and I have no time to do things and I tell myself all the stories? Yes. But what I do is I shift momentarily. I can see myself what I'm doing. I can see myself self-destructing. If I continue the self-destruction, where's that going to lead me? How's it going to impact me? Oh, cool. I'm left with choice. Off I go and shift again. That's the difference. That's the only difference. Because for sure, every day, I'll always go down into want to self-destruct because that's your ego. Your ego's like, oh, come down to the dungeon and play with me. You're always left with choice. Always left with choice. Do not wait till it's 2020 or do not wait until the moon cycles have completed. It's momentarily. That's your power. That's your real power. And that's what I'm going to leave with you today. I love you, gang. Thank you for joining me. Sunday morning live and empowerment with me, Coach Kat John. I'll see you next Sunday. Peace be with you, gang. I got to get to my self-mastery legends. Love yous all.